Does reality actually exist when no one is looking, or does it only become real the moment you observe it? This idea sounds like science fiction, but it comes from one of the strangest and most well-documented discoveries ever made in physics. A discovery that suggests the universe might not be a passive place we simply live in, but something that responds, behaves, and even forms depending on whether or not it is being watched. To understand why some scientists believe reality depends on observation, we need to go back to a famous experiment, the double-slit experiment. Imagine you shoot tiny particles, electrons or photons, toward a wall with two narrow openings. If these particles behaved like tiny marbles, you'd expect them to travel through one slit or the other and create two bright lines behind them, but that's not what happens. Instead, they form an interference pattern, a series of stripes, the signature of a wave. A wave doesn't exist in just one place. It spreads out, it occupies many states at once. This phenomenon is called superposition, so these particles aren't acting like solid objects at all, they act like clouds of possibility, not here, not there, but in many potential positions at the same time. But then comes the impossible part. Scientists wanted to see which slit the particle actually goes through, so they set up detectors to watch the particle, and the moment they observed it, everything changed. The wave pattern vanished, the particle stopped behaving like a wave and started behaving like a classical object again. No more superposition, no more multiple paths, just one definite route. It's as if the act of observing forced reality to pick a single outcome. This phenomenon is known as the observer effect. It suggests something radical. Before measurement, particles don't have a definite position. They exist as possibilities, probabilities. Only when they are observed do they settle into an actual state. In other words, the universe appears to collapse uncertainties into concrete reality only when consciousness interacts with it. You might think this only applies to tiny particles too small to matter, but the strange behavior of quantum objects isn't a glitch, it's fundamental. Everything, atoms, molecules, your body, your room, the stars, is made of these same uncertain particles. So if the building blocks of reality don't fully exist until observed, what does that say about the world as a whole? This is where philosophy steps in. Your brain is not a camera photographing the world exactly as it is. It's more like a prediction engine, constructing the world from limited and noisy information. It fills in gaps, smooths over missing data, and creates a continuous illusion of reality. Colors, shapes, depth, time, all of it is processed, filtered, and recreated by your mind. The world you experience is not the raw universe, it's the universe interpreted and rebuilt by your consciousness. Some philosophers bring this idea even further. They propose a theory called idealism, the view that consciousness is fundamental, and the physical world is something that emerges from it. In this perspective, the universe doesn't exist independently of observation. Instead, observation is what brings the universe into focus, like a video game that only renders the area around the player. But this isn't just philosophy. Modern experiments continue to push the mystery deeper. One of the most mind-bending is the delayed choice experiment. In it, a particle passes through the slits, but the decision to observe which slit it used is made after the particle has already gone through, meaning the particle already chose a path, yet only later do we decide whether to check, and the results are unbelievable. If scientists choose to observe which slit it went through, the particle behaves like a marble, even though the event already happened. If they choose not to observe, the particle behaves like a wave. It's as if the particle's past is determined in the present, depending on whether it is observed. This suggests that observation doesn't just reveal reality, it may actually influence or even create it. Some interpretations propose that particles don't have a definite past until they are measured. Others suggest that consciousness and measurement are deeply woven into the fabric of reality. Still, none of this means you magically create the world just by thinking about it, but it does mean this: reality might not be a solid, fixed thing waiting out there. It may be a dynamic, flexible field of possibilities that becomes concrete only when observed, a universe that waits for someone to notice it before it becomes real.